Arda Guler and Endrick, what in the world is going on with these two bright youngsters? And I mean, it's just, what is going on? Why is Ancelotti not playing them? Why are they on the bench every single game without minutes to show for it? Let's talk about that. What is going on, guys? Today we are back with another video. As you guys can see, again, I am not in my usual setup. I am out and about, but I did want to make this video quickly. We're not going to take too long of your time here, but I did want to discuss about Arda Guler and Endrick and everything that's going on with them two not getting game time. It is just absolutely insane. Really, it really is, because these two prospects, right? Arda Guler, let's start with Arda, because you know he's been here since last year. It's not like it's his first season at Real Madrid, right? And the fact that I mean, he is seeing little to no game time. I mean, the only time he was put in the past 4 games, it has to be, he only played for 1 minute. He has literally shown quality after quality after quality, the magic, the spark, something different than we have right now, because right now we are struggling to find any of that. Ancelotti just cannot set up the tactics, cannot set up the squad to have anything like that. So I just don't understand. It's really, I mean, we have a few things to talk about. Why are they on the bench? Whose fault is it? Why Ancelotti is doing this? What's in the future? So let's get right into it. Drop a like, drop a sub, and I know you guys are liking these videos, these discussions, and I really do appreciate you guys sticking in. And again, drop a sub because it helps out the channel, helps out these videos to get to more Madridistas or just football fans in general, right? Let's start with Arda Guler and their game time. I mean, like I said, man, they have literally little to no game time. Arda Guler has made 1 appearance and he's only played for like a minute in the last like 5 games. Endrick has not played anything, and it's really unfortunate because they were starters in a few games, right? Endrick had his chance to play as a starter in 1 game, I believe, and Arda Guler kind of the same deal. They don't, it's almost like they're getting punished, right, for even Ancelotti asking them to do something that's damn near impossible. And that's honestly what's frustrating, is that it's just like, I don't know what Ancelotti is thinking with these players, because I would understand not starting every single game. Like, I get that, right? I get that we have Mbappe up top, we have Bellingham in the midfield, right? I get it. But to not have them start even in the second half, 30 minutes, you know, in my opinion right now, I think Arda Guler should be starting ahead of Modric, ahead of Camavinga. In some games, maybe others, maybe Camavinga should start ahead. And this is the difference, is that Ancelotti cannot put aside his differences with players, put aside his relationship with these players. He cannot bench players when they need to be benched in specific games, like games against Lille, games against AC Milan. These games are more physical, you know. You need to have these physical players or just something different. And he's reading these games very, very wrong, man. Very wrong. Starting Modric. Like, Modric, I get he's a legend, trust me. Everyone loves Modric, but he is not a player to begin the game anymore, man. You're just holding on to old past times with Modric and everything that he's done, and giving him a whole 60 minutes, 70 minutes to play. Sometimes I think there was a game he didn't even take him out. Giving him that opportunity when you have Arda Guler, who is literally is at Modric's level, I would say, and if anything can explode with any game. The confidence that you can give this player, you can have one of the best midfielders in the squad and you don't even know it. Even though Ancelotti apparently says he does know it, he does recognize that Arda Guler is it's a talent, he's a talent, this and that, but he doesn't do anything with him, man. It's so frustrating. And then Endrick, kind of the same deal. Yes, it's Endrick's first season, but when there is no creativity, nothing in the attack, Mbappe's having a terrible game, Vinny Jr. is not doing nothing, Ancelotti's almost scared to take out these players from the game. He's scared of what they're gonna think. It's almost like, no, I can't take Mbappe out, or I can't take Vinny out in the 70th minute, because no, you need to show these players that you know, there's players on the bench that want to play. And this is one problem with Madrid. I don't want to get too much into the topic of Madrid playing bad, because we already know that it's been 5 games, they've been playing the same the whole season. They've played the same, but it's the fact that Madrid players, Vinny, Mbappe, you know, some players in the midfield, Tchouaméni, they know that there's no players out there that will replace them from the bench. You know, Rudiger, Militao for the most part. Rudiger, we can, you know, we'll let it slide. But Militao, man, there's no defenders. There's really no one that they have to worry like, oh man, they're gonna steal my spot, I need to fight for my spot. Nobody. You know, the only one is just, man, Rodrigo out there fighting for his spot, and it's tough, guys. It's tough. But I feel like Ancelotti definitely has so much blame in this game, because he's just not taking the risks, man. I mean, at this point, you already started off the season so bad. Why would you not want to take a little risk? What is it for you to lose? In the game against AC Milan, why is Modric starting in that game? Why are you putting in Ceballos ahead of Arda Guler? I don't understand. You're losing the game 3-1, 2-1 in the moment, 3-1, and you want a goal, and you put in Ceballos, who is, yeah, he's good at holding the ball and passing, but we don't need that right now. We need passes into the final third to make it into Mbappe and Vinny, and Ceballos is not going to get that for you any day of the week. He is not going to give that to you. I don't understand why Ancelotti is doing what he does. Maybe there's too much pressure with the Real Madrid shirt. Maybe it's just a lot, or maybe he just really does not care about the youngsters. I mean, it's not no coincidence that Ancelotti is not calling up a lot of the youngsters, you know, especially for the right back spot. I mean, just someone to help, right? Look at Barca's situation. Yes, they don't have the signings at the moment. They brought up a lot of youngsters, and boom, look at that. Many of these youngsters have solved Barcelona's problems. Obviously, it was a last resort, but it ended up working for Barcelona. And I don't know why Madrid just can't take that risk with these youngsters. Start them in a game or two, man. Show the starting 11 players that their spot is not 100% if they don't put in the freaking balls in each game, 100% of their game. If not, I'll put a starter before you. I don't care. That's the message that Ancelotti has to send to these youngsters and to the professional starting 11s, but he doesn't. He just says, oh, well, you're the starting 11, you're the main guy, I'm not gonna take you out, and you know that, so you don't even gotta try. That's what's happening with Madrid. A lot of these players, the attitude, they're just not trying. They don't care. They really don't care, and that's really what's going on, guys. What's the future for Arda Guler and Endrick? I don't think, realistically, I just don't think that Endrick and Arda Guler are going to go out on loan in the winter. But if things don't change in the throughout the season, I think there might be a possibility. But then again, if we bring another coach like Xabi Alonso, or if Ancelotti gets fired, their situation can do a whole 180. So we have to wait a little bit to see. But I really hope, man, after these losses, after everything, the board puts a lot of pressure on Ancelotti to start using these freaking youngsters, because these guys have so much hunger for success. Endrick, I mean, every time he comes out of the pitch, it's insane the amount of pressure this guy does, and he usually does it well. I mean, this guy usually finds a way to be in a one-on-one situation with a keeper. It is insane that Ancelotti is not picking these players as at least 30 minutes. Give him 15-20 minutes. I don't care. Just put them in there. Let them know that you are counting on them at least for something, and then maybe some starter games. Go ahead and do it. It's not gonna hurt. Is it gonna happen though? Honestly, in the next 2 games, I don't think it's going to happen. I think Ancelotti really has to get sacked for their future to change this season. And I don't want Arda and Endrick to go out on loan, because it's almost like you're giving them away. Yeah, they're still yours, but at the end of the day, guys, they're so away from the dynamic that they almost end up just leaving because they're so not. It's just unfortunate. It's a big risk for them to go out on loan, and I don't want that to happen. Let me know what you guys' thoughts are in the comments. I really want to know what you guys think about the situation. Do you think it's something that can be fixed? Is Ancelotti just chalking us, just selling everything? Or do we need a new coach? Arbeloa, Raul, I'm looking at you guys. More Arbeloa. I think Arbeloa would be a better coach, at least an interim coach, until Xabi Alonso gets here. Let me know in the comments. Drop a like, drop a sub. Of course, it helps the channel, guys. I appreciate you guys. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.